Okay, so what we're going to do right here is review some YouTube shorts and probably maybe edit a short or two. And so we're going to have a little editing session here. I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible. But first, what I'm going to do is review these YouTube shorts that were presented to me by a friend who made them. And going to review them and put my take on them and how I would edit them and change them. And basically just put my standards on the issue here. So without further ado, let me just get into this and keep this video as short as possible. It might be a little lengthy because there's going to be a lot of detail I'm getting into on how to edit YouTube shorts, at least the way I edit YouTube shorts, which is the best possible way you could edit YouTube shorts. Okay, I'm going to get into the first one and I'm going to critique and review, right? So first of all, these are going to be, they're not going to look full screen because they're made to be vertical orientation, like on a cell phone, up and down rather than horizontal landscape. And so as you look at them on a computer, they are not going to take up the full screen, right? So let's take a look at what we have here. Let's start with this one. It's called I'm Going to Make It Out. It's 22 seconds long, right? I'm not going to make it out. I'm not going to make it out.
Where are you?
Oh, wow.
That was just in time. Holy God.
I'm not going to make. Okay. So what I would do differently here, and this is going to be, some of these things are going to be repeated. They're going to be the same thing for all these videos. But the first thing I'm going to say is the trolling profit at YouTube is too big, right? So if you look at one of the shorts that I made, it's going to be this one right here. I dare you to open it. Now, mine is also big too. However, when you put side by side, this one is a lot bigger. So mine's the one on the left, this one's on the one on the right. Now, what you will notice here is that my logo or name at YouTube, TrollingProphet at YouTube, is smaller than this one. Not significantly smaller, but smaller. So when you're putting videos like this, YouTube Shorts or TikToks, Instagrams, whatever, you don't want this to be the most obnoxiously large thing on the screen. Like, you want it there if you need it there, but it doesn't have to be ginormous to where it's a big eyesore, because I think that is unappealing to some people. So the text is different, the font, which is fine as long as it's readable, but the size needs to become smaller, right? And that being said, the other thing is, if you look at my screen size, mine is probably bigger. Let's see. Well, actually, this one is similar, I think. It's weird. It's actually oriented differently. It's raised up higher, but we'll talk about that later. But for now, let's just look at the logo, right? So now the other thing is, like I said, mine's on the left. This one's on the right. So the second thing here is, if we were to pull this into actual Adobe Premiere, right? And this is the file, and drag it in, and then we will see the wave, right? I'm not gonna when we're speaking. It's good. It's good volume, because originally it was good volume. So the volume at the loudest points, which is where the wave is the biggest, as you can see here, the thickest wave, at those parts, it's it's practically hitting the red. Sometimes it is even hitting the red barely.
That was just in time. Holy God.
Okay, that's perfect volume. You want your loudest points to be hitting the top of the meter, right? So that's because the volume like that was originally, the volume in the original clip was already good when I sent it to be edited. Okay, so now the next thing on this particular clip, right, is that one thing I want to always do is make sure that the video starts at the most exciting point, or the point that makes the most sense, right? I'm trying to like close this stuff on my screen because it's all, I don't want it to be all confusing with so many things on the screen. Look at beautiful Sally. Okay, so you want them to start, and I generally try to make them loop, but you want them to start at the most interesting point, the point that's going to catch people's attention, or the point that makes the most sense. So this is okay where it starts, I think, because it says I'm not going to make it out. You know, that shows me running, and then I run all the way to the gate, right? But this is the timer here. I don't know if you can see my mouse on screen. Let me see. Can you see mouse? Yeah, you can see my mouse. Okay. So the timer up here, the red bar that's going down, is the timer of the gate. The problem with this clip is that as I'm running out, you don't really see the edge of that timer. It's okay, it works, but I would probably like to show that timer going all the way down, and I'd probably exaggerate it more by at some point zooming in on it to show like just how close it really is, or repositioning the frame, shifting everything to the right so that you could see the edge of that timer more, at least at the point when it's getting to the very end. See, right now it's off screen, you can't even see how low it is. So I'd probably emphasize that. Now over here at the very end, when it pauses here, this screen is useless. Like, it makes no sense. You have to think that at all given points in a short is, look, 22 seconds long. It's supposed to be a minute or less, generally speaking. TikTok will let you do longer, but for YouTube, it has to be a minute or less. And what you want is, you always want something on the screen that has a purpose. You never want something that just doesn't have a purpose. And same with the audio. You never want to have dead silence unless there's a purpose, unless maybe the silence is building suspense, then it's needed. But you always want to think that there has to be a purpose for everything. So in this section, there's speaking going on. I'm not even really. So you could have this screen, but there needs to be a purpose for it. Or you would just skip back to the beginning of the video and try to make it loop somehow. But the point that I'm trying to give here is that there needs to be a purpose for everything that's shown on the screen. Another thing is, I don't like when things are cut off. Like, this screen is unproportioned. Like, you have all this space on the left that's just grass, and then you have two survivors, and then you have someone over here running on the right that's cut off a foot. So if you're going to show this screen, it needs to be shifted to the left so that you actually see the survivors running. Like, it should never look like half the screen is cut off. It looks very unbalanced. Okay, so that would be my critique on that video. I'm going to go on to the next. All right, so let's see what we have. The next one. This is called, okay, just for reference, I'm going to say what this I'm not going to make this one was called Am I Gonna Make It Out? Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one. This was called, and the titles can change, but this is just what the editor named them for sake of whatever, for knowing what the video is. Okay, close escape while teabagging. Okay. All right, so let's see where this starts. It's paused. Hold on. Let me make it a full screen.
I'm going to die here in a second. All right,
Okay, so right off the bat, what I notice is on the screen on the right here at the edge, there's a little piece of the perk sticking out, and on the left, there's some names sticking out. Now, that's not always a big deal, but right off the bat, to me, it's like an eyesore, and I would try to avoid that by either including more of it or taking out all of it. But like I said, it's not always a big deal, and sometimes it doesn't matter. But for me, I'm very picky in those things, and I try to keep everything on screen. Everything on screen, I want there to be a purpose for it, and nothing to be like sticking out as an eyesore, basically.
I'm gonna die here in a second. All right, Prophet, it's all on you to get out of here, homie.
There's the hatch.
Oh, you're being smart about this.
Hell yes, I am.
Oh boy.
Oh, dude. Please make it, 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 please make it. Yes! That was so epic. Why would that make any sense?
Okay, so that was pretty good. I like it. I like how the music was suspenseful in the background, and then when the escape happened, it turned into this like happy circus music. That was clever. So I already mentioned the framing. It's not bothering me that much, really, but like I said, I would probably bring it in a little more and cut off the end of that and cut off some of the names, the end of the names, right? So where it starts is kind of interesting. I think it kind of works where it starts.
All right, Prophet.
Yeah. Okay, it works where it starts, I think. Okay, that clip right there is interesting. The first time I saw it, I had to stop and wonder what I was looking at, but what it is the zoomed in image of the hatch, which was actually a good edit. It was a good edit because...
Prophet, let me back it out of here, homie.
Okay, because it fills up the whole screen. And it happens so quickly that it might make people want to like watch it again and be like, oh, what was that? I missed it because it happened so fast. So sometimes fast things are good in YouTube shorts or TikTok shorts because it makes people watch it again a second time because they didn't catch everything the first time. And of course, watching it again is better for the algorithm. I might have kept it a little longer or made it look a little clearer because when it happens, right, this is a little obstructed, but maybe that's just the only view that was clear of the hatch. So that could be a perfect edit, possibly. I'd have to see the original, but I would try to show the hatch a little more if possible. Maybe that's the only view that was the only angle that was possible. That's fine. And as I said, there's the hatch. That's good. One thing you could do is like I said, if you want to make sure that every second, if possible, has a reason for it. So like where I said, there's the hatch, you could move that audio to the part where it shows the hatch earlier. You could shift the audio to be earlier where I say, there's the hatch while it's showing the hatch. Because then it would even make more sense. See how this part right here, it just shows me running for no reason as I say there's the hatch. You could shift the audio to where it says right here, there's the hatch, and then this whole section right here could probably even be cut out as to shorten the video. But I don't think that's a huge deal. That's just a possibility. Take a few seconds off the video and keep the momentum of everything happening very fast paced, because in these shorts you want everything to be very fast paced.
Oh, you're being smart about this.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
See, that right there is another thing. When he says, oh, you're being smart about this, he could be saying that audio could be shifted to right here as I'm opening the gate. So he could be like, there's the hatch. Right. I say there's the hatch. Okay, so
it's all on you to get out of here,
right here, I say there's the hatch. There's the hatch. This could be cut out. Then this, he says, oh, Prophet, you're being smart about that. He could say, you're being smart about that. And then this whole section where he's actually saying that could be cut out too. Maybe not though, because it kind of shows me opening a little bit of the gate and sneaking away. So that in context actually kind of works on second thought. Okay, so like I said, silence or not speaking can work because it's building suspense. So maybe there's nothing wrong with this. Okay, so this is all good when the guard hits me and I run out, give a little teabag at the very end.
Please make it. Yes.
Okay, that's all good. The music's funny. But right here, once again, we have the same issue. The end screen, look at the left. There's words cut off. I think it says escaped. That's cut off on the left. The person's cut off on the right. The Nia is cut off on the right. So if you're going to show this screen at all, it needs to be shifted over where everything looks more centered right here. However, I might not even show this screen. What I might show is, since the video is going to repeat, I would probably show what happened before this while they're speaking at the end here to make it look like a loop. So instead of showing right here, instead of showing this ending right here, I would probably cut to Fang is running. The character's running right here. I would probably cut right to her running again just prior to this. And then the words that were being spoken would be the words at the end of the video right here. Epic. Yeah, he'd be saying that was so epic, but it would be back already looping itself over here. Prior, what happened prior to this. And it's hard to explain, but I'll show an example when I actually edit one of them to show how I make them loop. But let's go on to the next one. Next one is called Cocky Teabagger, right? So we start off with, I was like, all right. In the beginning, there's a black screen, and this goes on for all this black screen in the beginning is wasted time. It's not even a second, but it's there. So if I click play now, there's black for about half a second. That should not be there at all. All right, so once again, we start off with an end screen. TrollingProphet YouTube is too big, but this is going to be the same theme with all these videos because they use the same format for the heading, the text. But right here, it shows the end screen at the beginning of the video. The question is, does this make sense? And then also, shouldn't it be centered more, right? I was like, I'll let her live. And then all of a sudden, she starts getting all cocky, teabagging. Okay, so the question is, why are we showing that end screen? Just to show all the skulls that are dead here? I mean, if that's the case, we might want to just zoom in on these skulls and reposition the frame so we're like, we know what we're looking at and why we're looking at it. So let's go on. Let's actually watch it first before critiquing it. I'll let her live. And then all of a sudden she starts getting all cocky, teabagging. Kept trying to outplay me. So that's what you get.
Are you sure about that?
Wow, they let her die. Hi there. What's going on, teabagger? Just she started being all cocky and teabagging. Felt bad for her because she was the one that I hooked twice in the beginning, and I didn't want to tunnel her out. And I was like, I'll let her live. And then all of a sudden she starts getting all cocky, teabagging. All right, so we have end screen in the beginning, and then also end screen at the end. And I feel like it's too much end screen of just sitting there showing the score. Like, it's too many seconds of that. Like, we're at 35 seconds here, right? So at 36 seconds. Being all cocky and teabagging. 37, 38, 39, twice in the beginning. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So it's like 36 seconds to 50 seconds is way too much of the end screen. So I would have shifted this to make this video shorter by cutting off a lot of end screen. If we want to keep the words, I would probably cut out some words, possibly, or cut out the spaces in between words because the way I'm speaking is very soft and slow. So I might have to cut out the space in the words. So I'm saying, let's see what I'm saying. Felt bad. Right there. So the space after cocky and teabagging, then there's a space, and I say, I felt bad, you know? She started being all cocky. So you could cut out that space. Felt bad for her because she was the one that I hooked twice in the beginning, and I didn't want to tunnel her out. And I was like, I'll let her live. And then all of a sudden she starts getting all cocky, teabagging. So it sounds like I'm repeating myself too much, but I would probably take out some of that so I'm not repeating myself too much. But at the same time, as I'm explaining what she's doing, teabagging me, that's when I would be showing a close-up of her doing this. So you see her up there teabagging. I would be showing a close-up of this as I'm saying, oh, she got all cocky and was teabagging me. So let me see. basically, as I'm saying she got all cocky and was teabagging me, I would be showing her doing it up there, right there. So I would edit it a little differently. But once again, I'm going to have to show these examples. Now with the music, maybe I would bring the music in the background up a little louder. Wow, they let her die. That part about the person dying seems a little out of context. It's okay, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because it never showed me hook that person. So it's like, who died? Why'd they die? We don't know anything about that part. Once again, the framing, if you look at the left, there's all like letters from names and things cut off on the left. There's also a perk corner sticking out on the bottom right. Some text in the top right here. So you can see the S over here and the perk over here and all this stuff here. I would probably be zooming in more to cut that stuff out so it's not an eyesore. Let's just go on to the next. I don't want to spend so much time on every one of them, but I'm just trying to give the details. There's another thing going on here where there's chase music overlapped with added music in the background. Let's see where there's chase music. Just she started. I thought I heard it. Wow, they let her die. Hi there. What's going on, teabagger? Right here, there's chase music. It's not that big of a deal, but I would be careful to have two different songs playing at the same time as they are presenting different melodies, different chords, key signatures, and different rhythms. And me being a musician and very sensitive to that kind of stuff, when I hear it, it bothers me to hear two songs playing at the same time that are not in the same key or in the same timing. So this isn't that bad because it's only for a second there, but I would just be cautious of that. One way or the other, you might want to raise the volume on one and lower the volume on the other so that one is more present and the other one's like faint and almost not noticeable. Just something to be aware of. Let's go on to the next one. That was called Cocky Teabagger. The next one is called Dirty Little Teabagger. Let's see what we have here.
Where he was. He's gonna give me tea bags now. What's up now, Bill? How many pallets you got left, buddy? What you got left, buddy?
Okay, same issue here. Same thing with the Trolling Prophet at YouTube Too Big. Same thing with the frame. Maybe you want to zoom in a little more. Make the frame a little bigger. And the music. So there's chase music along with like the circus music going on right now.
How many pallets you got left, buddy? What you got left, buddy? I want this dirty little teabagger. What you doing?
So one way you can hide the music a little bit is, like I said, one, you can raise the volume of one song a little or louder than the other. Or another way you could do it is by putting an equalizer on the one that you don't want to be that noticeable and taking out the low end. I'll just try to show like a quick example of that here. Let me see what we have here. That's talking. I don't know if I would be nice if I could find like a part where that has chase music. Right here. Okay. So this has chase music going on.
Now I gotta choose.
Right there. All right. So that's chase music going on. So what I might do is put on an effects filter, like an equalizer on that channel. And I don't know why it's not dragging onto this clip for some reason. That doesn't seem right. Drag the effects on the clip. Oh, it did drag it on. I just put multiple times. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so it's up here. Excuse me. I'm going to open up this, and this will be like an equalizer, right? And put a low cut and click on the low cut, and this is the, I don't know if I can zoom in on this anymore to see it. That's just the way it looks. I don't think I can zoom in. But this is your filter. I'm cutting off the low end where all the bass is and the music. And it's really going to like, it'll make it sound tinny. Like it's going to make my voice sound thin, but it will take out the low end in the music.
Now I gotta choose.
Right there. As opposed to, let's say I were to boost all this low end, you'll hear it.
Now I gotta choose. Oh.
Okay, it's all distorted because I was exaggerating it, but the idea is if I was going to put other music behind this, I would probably cut off the low end of this music so it's not clashing with the other song. And if I equalize it just right, I might find a point where the songs aren't clashing and all of a sudden you hear one nice and clear and the other one's kind of there, but it's not that noticeable. It just kind of sounds like effects. It sounds like something going on in the background, but it's not competing. The songs aren't competing with each other. Now, the issue here is that my voice is in the same audio track as that music, so it's going to affect my voice too, but it's probably just going to make my voice thinner and cut through the music even better.
I gotta choose.
See, supposing I just wanted to bring in the upper mids, right? It's going to make my voice very like thin and tinny, but it would cut through any other music I put there.
Now I gotta choose. Oh.
But the idea is you can play around with the equalizer of different tracks to make certain things stand out more than others. And the same thing is, actually, let me undo that. Put it back on. What I also could do is put on like a reverb and affect the reverb. So I make it a big reverb where it has a lot of pre-delay. And then I'm going to put the low damp, which is the same idea. I'm going to bring this down, which is the same idea as cutting out the bass, but this is cutting out the bass in the reverb. And let's just say I put a lot of effects on it. So now all of a sudden you're going to hear a big echo on my thin, tinny voice, right?
Sure. I had her name wrong.
Well, someone else is talking there. Let me just go back to me.
Yeah, I think he did. He pissed her.
Oh, never mind. Let me go back to me.
Now I gotta choose. Oh.
So if I want to make an effect going on in the background, I could put that. I could even add a delay. The delay is going to leave trails.
Now I gotta choose. Now I gotta choose.
And you could affect the timing of that. You could affect how much the delay is. Make it a shorter delay with a lot of repeats. So for sake of effects, like on some clips, I'll do that, or I'll copy it and I'll put it down here and I'll have just an effect, right? Just for this one little section only. And then that way it'll create an effect of like, I just at this moment in time, it created this spacious reverb delay effect that emphasizes like, oh, what was that? You know, it's interesting. Anyway, those are just audio tricks you can do in certain areas, but let's go on with that video.
I don't even know where
Let me go through it again.
He's gonna give me tea bags on. What's up now, Bill? How many pallets you got left, buddy? What you got left, buddy? I want this dirty little tea bagger. What you doing? I didn't even know where he was. He's gonna give me tea bags on.
Okay, there's a little black flicker there for some reason. The video did repeat. Maybe that was the flicker.
He's gonna give me tea bags on.
Yeah, I think that was the flicker. Okay, see, the beginning of the screen right here, first frame. Black should not be there because that's creating, it's making it so this video is not looping. I'm going to skip forward a frame and that's where the video starts. But if I back up a frame, there's a black frame right here. That's breaking the loop. So when you play it and it loops,
I don't even know where
there's a black flicker right there. That should not be there. Your very first frame should have a visual on it. And that goes just like the previous video before that. There should not be a black frame in the beginning. It should be, this is, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So literally like 29, 30 frames of black in the beginning of the video. It makes no sense. It should not be there at all. This video has black in the beginning. That should not be there. Okay, so there's one frame of black before. Let's see. The same thing is for every video. This one has a black frame in the beginning. One black frame in the beginning. It should not. When I open the video, it should just be an image, right? So if you look at mine, this is the one I edited right here, right? No, sorry. Where is it? You could tell from the logo. That one with the logo, right? When I open this up, no, that's the wrong one again. Where's the logo? This one. Okay. When I open this up, right off the bat, there's no black frame. It starts on a frame. That is the start right there, right? And then when it ends here, this is the ending. Okay, here's where I can explain it, right? The video actually ends right here. Okay, the video ends right there. However, at the end of the video, I show these frames, which lead right back into, that's the end of the video. It leads right back to the start. So this is a loop that flows perfectly when you watch the end of this video.
Of course.
Prophet leading us toward death.
It loops right here, back to the start. See, that's the start, and I made the start right when the locker gets open, the most interesting part.
Oops.
But however, at the end of the video, I show us running up to the locker. And the loop doesn't break. The only thing that you hear is like a millisecond where the sound drops out, but that's not my fault with the editing. That's just how the player is looping. And when you loop things on Facebook, YouTube, there's always going to be like a little millisecond delay that makes it so the loop breaks just a tiny bit, but you want to loop it perfectly so that that is as unnoticeable as possible. But like I said, when I open this video up, the very first frame is right there. And if it starts back here at the end, this is where the video actually starts, at the end. But the loop makes it so that right when I say, I dare you to open that locker, is when the video actually starts.
I dare you to open that.
Oops.
Right? So that's an example of how these are not looping properly. There's black frames in them. Let's see. Let's go on to another one. I didn't want to spend too long on each one. So we are at, this one is called Instant Karma. Never teabag Michael Myers. Okay. So let's see. From the beginning, we have a black frame. That's wrong. I click one frame over and there's the image. So let's watch it. Once again, the framing, the things on the left and the right, I would probably zoom in more, make this frame a little bigger, logo smaller. Gotcha! Gotcha! Yeah! Now what?
Gotcha.
Okay, so you see when it loops, it has this black frame. It breaks the loop. It doesn't look like a smooth loop. It did not look like a smooth loop to me, though. Right? So, the idea of this video's kind of funny. It is funny because she's teabagging at the gate. I don't know if it starts in the best place, but maybe it's okay. Yeah, it's probably okay. I don't know why it was cut right here. There might have been a reason why it was cut right there, but it looks a little sloppy. The reason why it looks sloppy to me is this, I'll tell you. So right here, you see her running, right? She goes in the gate. I turn to the right. There is somebody to my right here, but as I go forward in frames very slowly, what happens here is there's a cut from here to here. And with this cut, there's a black side of the gate here, a big bar on the left side of the gate. And as I go forward a few frames, it's gone. But the fact that it's there, to me, it bothered my eyes. It didn't look like a smooth cut from here to here because of that side of the gate. So when you watch it fast and you see it, right there, it flickers and it's just like, what did my eyes just see? Like, why did it upset my eyes, my mind? My eyes triggered my brain and said that I'm uncomfortable when I see that edit, because you either want to show the gate for longer or cut it out completely. Like, why is that flicker there? It's literally 1, 2, 3 frames, 3 or 4 frames, and it's gone. And it just bothers my eyes when I see that. Right there. Otherwise, it probably would have been a fine edit. I would have just framed it a little differently, or cut it a few frames farther, or realign the picture a little bit so that you don't see that.
Gotcha.
The idea of the video is funny. It doesn't loop very well, though. Right here. See, it doesn't loop very well. I don't know how to explain it, but let's see. This is the end of the video. Right there, it shows walls again. Turn this way. And it cuts to a black screen, and then we're... I don't know why it's staying paused. Oh, because it's the end of the video. It's not looping, but right there. Now you could have made this loop better carefully by having, if it was aligned right, to look like the gate right here, the pathway, because then when this part comes, the beginning again, there's a door here and there's a pathway. So if it was edited, you might have been able to edit it in a way where this pathway and this door at the end here, when you cut it, if you cut it carefully, became this door, and it happened so quickly that it just looks smooth. You probably could have done that. Maybe I would have tried to do it, and then maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, then you try something else. But I would have tried to make it look more smooth, where this door at the end here, possibly this door or the gate, it's hard to show because the video's ending. But let's say I were to pause right, it's not letting me, but say I were to pause a couple frames, like okay, like so you're here, right? And maybe you zoom in and you see this door right here. Let me try to do it this way. So as you come here, you zoom in into that door right there. And then as you zoom into that door, all of a sudden, you're back at this door. Like you went through it and then you're back at this door. So there's a way it could have possibly been done. Anyway, that would just be an idea as an editor that I would think, oh, let me see if I can make this flow. If not, I would have tried something else to make it loop more smooth. Let's go on to the next one. This is a nurse game. It's called Little Nursey Should Have Stopped Chasing Me. It's almost a minute long, so let's see how it plays.
Oh, she got me.
Okay, what I noticed right here is after I say, oh, she got me, there's a cut in the video. And the audio also cuts and pops. That's another thing I want to talk about is the audio cutting, right? So let's say I were to cut, let me just give an example, right?
Estimate the gen speed.
Okay, I'm just going to try to give an example where I'm going to copy this clip and bring it over here. Okay, and let's say I'm going to make this a little bigger so we see audio.
Yeah, you better run. Let's go ahead and kick this again.
All right, so you see these waves where I'm talking, right? I could just look at these waves and let's say I'm going to put a cut here.
Are you ready?
All right, let's say I'm going to put a cut here and a cut here and a cut here and here, and I'm just cutting out these dead spots in the audio, right? Let's say just for sake of showing an example, I'm going to cut all these spots out where I'm not talking, right?
What? Are you?
All right, so let's say we're to cut all that out, and I'm going to, whoops. So I'm going to take this, wait. I got to grab these sections, right? And then I delete them. And then even over here, I delete some more sections where the audio, where I'm not saying anything, right? Okay, so now let's say I want to pull all these together and make it so that the talking has not many spaces in between what I'm saying. Dead space, right? And so now let's say I'm working on this section, right?
Are you running out of beamer juice yet, buddy? Let's put her on a hook. Let's get a little pressure going. Oh, beamer squad. Are you ready for what's about to happen, Leon? Are you ready? Yeah, you better run.
Okay, so in this case, everything actually works. There's a little click that bothered me right there, click of the mouse. It's not a big deal, but I'm picky. But this actually worked. I didn't have to crossfade anything because it's me speaking, and I cut it in areas where, see, if I were to cut this audio right here in the middle, and then, you know, cut it to here, all of a sudden you're going to hear something weird. The pop.
Are you ready for?
Because I'm cutting it right in the middle of a wave. But if I cut it here, where the wave is low, this is just the scream going. You're still gonna hear her scream get cut off. You heard a pop right there. So in this case, I put a crossfade right here. Sorry. Put a crossfade here.
Are you ready for what?
And it takes away the popping sound because it's making this audio fade into this audio right here. And you could adjust. Do I want more of this one fading in? Or do I want more of the other one fading this way? Or do I want it completely like equal like this?
Are you?
So ideally I can grab all this, and with the click of one button on my command is Control T, I just put fades on that entire clip. So anywhere that there's a pop is most likely going to get fixed, and I might have to make a minor tweak by adjusting these to the right spot, but basically in one click I can take out any pops. Are you running out of beamer
juice yet, buddy? Let's put her on a hook. Let's get a little pressure going. Oh, beamer squad. Are you ready for what's about to happen, Leon? Are you ready? Yeah, you better run.
Okay, so another thing I could do is I could even overlap them a little bit, right? So let's say I were to overlap these like a little bit to where my talking is coming right up on the next line. Like I'm cutting out even more. Now, granted, you're going to want to do this carefully, but I'm just showing quickly for sake of making the point. Now, let's say I crossfade all these. You're going to hear things overlapping a little bit. Are you running out of Beamer juice yet, buddy? Let's put her on a hook. Let's get a little pressure going. Oh, Beamer squad. Are you ready for what's about to happen, Leon? Are you ready? Yeah, you better run. So it made the, like, that alone makes the clip so much more interesting than having spaces in between the words and the things that are happening. It's just going and going and going. Now, another thing I might want to do is I might not want all these cuts in the video, right? So everywhere the audio's cut, the video's cut. Way. Are you running out of Beamer juice yet, buddy? Let's put her on a hook. Let's get a little pressure going. Oh, Beamer squad. Are you ready for what's about to happen, Leon? Are you ready? Yeah, you better run. See, the sound of him vaulting the window got taken out. So maybe I want to include that sound in which case I could move this track below. Are you ready? Where does he vault? Right here? Right? So maybe I want to pull out that sound. Is this the sound? Maybe it's not. It's not. It's this way, I think. Leon, there's the vault. Leon, it actually... Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm getting at, right? It's little things, you're going to cut out sounds, you're going to fix them, but here's the thing, right? So I look at this video. Are you running out of Beamer juice? See where I said, are you running out of Beamer juice, right? Talking about the flashlight, right? So I might probably want to delete this clip and extend this one, right? Are you running out of Beamer juice yet, buddy? Or... No, okay, that's right. I gotta keep some parts. Like I break the wall, I gotta keep the sound for that. Right? That even starts in a cool spot. I might even want to cut it a little short. Let's say the video starts right there, breaking the wall. Way. Are you running out of Beamer juice yet, buddy? Let's put... Okay, so now it says let's put her on a hook and she gets picked up, right? So I probably want to start this right here. So I could still bring this one out farther, right? Beamer juice yet, buddy? Let's put her on a hook. See, now it actually makes more sense because you see her on the floor right there, and then all of a sudden I'm picking her up. Yet, buddy? Let's put her on a hook. Let's get a little... Okay, so that was bad because it says let's put her on a hook, but then it cuts to just the field. So I want to cut this clip out and extend this clip where I'm picking her up. And what's this clip? Putting her on the hook? Maybe I want to pull this back and pull this clip forward, right? So now it shows me pick her up and throw her on the hook. Let's put her on a hook. Let's get a little pressure going. Oh, Beamer squad. See, now you see how the video is starting to make sense with the audio? All of a sudden, like, my cuts are not in the same spot anymore. You see my video's cut here, but the audio's cut down here. So they're not exactly symmetrical cuts, so to speak. I edited the audio first to get the audio saying what I want, but now I'm matching the video to show what I want. So it shows her get on the hook, and all of a sudden, this little thing on the upper left pops up. Are you ready? And it happens so quickly, that little blue bar showing diverse despair, that it kind of bothers me that it gets cut off so quickly. So I either extend this out more. Are you ready for what's about to happen? Okay, so, or like I said, I would extend it, I would cut it back before this actually happens. Beamer squad, are you ready for what's about to That kind of works better. Are you ready for what's about to happen, Leon? All right, so now this is where he vaults the window, but so I want to bring back the window vault like this. And I might even want to just delete this whole clip and bring this back all the way here,
Squad,
right?
are you ready for what's about to happen, Leon? Are you ready? Yeah.
So, see, least amount of cuts in the video as possible to keep the flow of the image where it's not just cut, jumping from this scene to that scene. I'm trying to make the video look fluid while the audio is cut all over the place. So you got more cuts all in the audio, but the video, I'm pulling back sections to make it look like it flows. So there, she's on the floor, cut, she's getting picked up, cut, she's getting thrown on the hook, cut, I'm coming to him, he vaults the window, and what happens after this? It cuts again. Maybe I don't need to cut again. Maybe I want to pull that out, and it shows the continued chase, right? It depends what comes next, you know? I don't know what comes next.
Kick this again because somebody wanted to be slick and...
All right, so say we don't need any of that. We don't care about kicking gens. Maybe I want to show we're back in chase with Leon, right? So maybe right here is where I want to come back in, because I'm just cutting out what happened between that.
Leon,
so here he goes through the window.
You better run. Come on, Leon. I'm going to get you now.
So maybe cut out
You better
this. Right?
run.
I'm going to cut out this. Cut out some more words. I got to be careful as I drag this. It's linked with that audio. So I either want to highlight, unlink them, or I want to hold Alt so I'm only adjusting this part and it's not adjusting this one. But let's say I bring this here and this here. Now all of a sudden this should flow pretty well.
Leon, are you ready? Yeah, you better run. Come on, Leon. I'm going to get you now.
Or maybe after he vaults the window, I can even pull this back. Does it show him more? It's all a matter of
Leon, are you
preference.
ready? Yeah, you better run.
Okay, so as I turn this way, it looks a little weird. So maybe...
Yeah, you better run. Come on, Leon.
You know, if I wanted to crossfade, it's not something I do with video a lot, but
Ready?
Could crossfade it.
Run. Come on, Leon. I'm gonna get you now.
all right. But that's just an idea of what I'm saying of how to cut up the audio and keep, so you don't have popping sounds. Keep it flowing, and so you don't hear popping sounds, and then the video actually gets edited after the audio. So that's what I heard here is an audio pop.
Oh, she got me.
Not bad, not bad.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm double backing on her. Oh, I'm double backing on her. Oh, yeah, baby.
This section here, I might show a little better, like the actual speed. Like I like this idea. It's funny. But at certain parts right there, like where the nurse missed the blink, right here where she's coming in for a blink, that I might show in real time. That dodge, like the actions, and possibly even shift the screen over to show if you could see the nurse, the killer. But like I said, I might just show that little section, the sections where there's actually dodging going on. Right there, I would probably play that normal speed. That maybe little section normal speed. Maybe some of this whole section. It depends, but I probably just show the parts where there's actually like real dodging.
Oh, I'm double backing
Right.
on her.
And see how, like, okay, so when I'm talking there, oh, I'm double backing on her.
Oh, I'm double backing on her.
Right? See, I'm saying that while I'm just running straight and you're not seeing anything. So that audio could have been taken and moved to the section where I was juking her, and that could have been in normal timing while I'm saying, oh, I'm double backing on her. And then this section where I'm just running straight could have been sped up. So the audio could have been moved to a more interesting part where you actually see the action, and just that audio could be like pasted in a better spot so that you don't have to just, because right here what's happening is he's putting the normal speed so my voice stays normal when I'm saying these things. But like I just showed you in the previous example, you can move the audio to fit better in other parts. Right there was a juke. Probably show that real time.
Oh, yeah, baby. She's stuck on me, but I'm double backing on her.
Okay, this is funny. I like the idea of this. I wouldn't have even thought of it with the effects. It's really funny with the sound effect. But right here, okay, what happens? It kind of jumps, it looks like. Okay, there's a Hattie. I'm running this way, and then the nurse is there. Run back this way, and then it just cuts to here, which wasn't very smooth, but okay, so it's like the cuts. I would try to have, like, when this cut happens, see this frame to this frame, I try to make the cuts look very smooth. So I would try to cut this in a way that the character is facing at least the same orientation. So here she's straight on, but here she's on an angle. So I would try to find a part where maybe it's more like straight on, like right here, and cut from here where it shows a straight on the back to right here where it shows straight on the back. It'll make the cut look so much more smooth. Instead, it's being cut from this like angle where it's more close up to this where like this cut doesn't look smooth. Like I said, once again, I would probably cut right here. I'm just going to try to like show what I'm talking about. In order to do that, I would have to bring it in. Which one was it? This one, right? So I'd have to bring it in here and just try to give an example of what the cut would look like, right? Where was that cut? Okay, it's right here, right? Right there. And then it cuts to normal speed. But like I said, instead of having it cut from here to here, from here to here, I would put the cut here and then I'd come back here. Probably cut more like there, so that when you go from this cut to this cut, it just looks smoother. It's still a little, it's not perfect, but you should get the idea that I'm saying, like maybe here. So when you go from this cut to this cut, it almost looks like if there's not even a cut. The only thing that makes it obvious that there's a cut is that with this cut, it also just immediately cuts back to regular speed and sound.
She's stuck on me, but I'm stuck on me, but I'm double backing on her.
So I would try to make the cuts look a little smoother and then be careful of when you cut back to regular timing. See, the cut already was a little abnormal. And then to just cut to regular time makes it even that much more obvious that there was a cut there. You want to make it look like so smooth that people don't even really think that there was a cut in the video. You don't want the edits to jump out at you as like, oh, what just happened? That was a glitch. You don't want it to be glitchy. You want it to be super smooth.
She's stuck on me, but I'm double backing on her. I think I've got this figured out. Oh.
See, there was an edit there and it didn't really like jump out at me. It was okay, but it's because it changed angles completely.
Oh, yeah. You just want to stop chasing me, Nursey. Go find.
But the idea here is that every single edit, every cut should make the most sense possible or be as seamless
Find someone else
as possible.
You can't touch this. She's gonna nail me now.
So like what I'm saying is every cut that I do is very precise on an exact frame for an exact
she
reason.
Figured it out. No.
Okay, so let's see how this loops. If this were to be looped, it's going to come back over here.
Oh.
See, and once again, there's a black frame that happens at the end of the video and at the beginning of the video. So it doesn't loop very well. Now, let's say you took some of that out.
Oh.
Would it loop better? Kind of, but still the lighting makes it different. So there's very very bright lighting here, and then it cuts to this scene. So it doesn't exactly flow the best. So maybe let's say it would be over here, right? Darker, all of a sudden. Now the problem with that is it cut off the audio, but once again, fade in the audio.
Oh.
That alone isn't perfect, but it's so much better because look at the orientation of the camera, straight on. Lighting is similar, and then orientation of the camera is straight on. The only thing that throws it off is that there's a doorway, and all of a sudden there's no doorway. So could it go farther? Not really because of where it's cut, but what if we brought it even farther back? Let's say it was... Anyway, the reason I can't make this work is because I don't have the original footage, because I don't know, I can't get more than what's here, but it's working. It works. It just could be better. Anyway, as long as it's decent, it's fine, but the idea is you want to get it as good as possible. So I'd probably tweak those edits, move around parts so that you could see where, like I said, if
Oh, I'm double backing on her.
okay, so like this, right? I could take this audio and move it. Say I want to cut here. Whoops. So let's say I want to take this section, right, where I'm juking her, right? Let's say I wanted to slow this down to 50%, right? To show the juke. I could take this audio and just move it here, or put it underneath here so you have both. In which case I would need this to be more audio there, but I could just put that here, and let's just say I can just, or let's see, I'm gonna put this here, then I could speed up this section, let's say 200, take this, actually just put it back to 100, and then drag it out here, like, maybe not, maybe drag this here, pull this back.
Oh, I'm double backing on her.
You see now when I'm saying, oh, I'm double backing on her, it's not just me running forward at normal pace. Now it's sped up here. And when I say, oh, I'm double backing on her, it's when I actually slowed down this clip and it shows a missed swing.
Oh, I'm double backing on her.
All of a sudden, the video looks so much more smooth. Looks so much smoother, so to speak. Anyway, you got to learn how to move the audio to different spots so that a lot of times, like I said, I'll set up the audio first and then edit the picture to match the audio. I mean, if you can do them both at the same time, great, but you'll probably have to tweak the video to match the audio. All right, I'm going to go on to the next longest DVD loop ever. Okay, same things, black screen in the front. That needs to go, that frame, logo size, framing size of the image, probably a little bigger.
Yep,
but let's watch it.
Run, people, run. All right, I'm bringing them like way on the other side of the map, so try to do that middle generator. He's still on me. You guys got that generator done yet? In the middle?
I'm working on
I can't believe I've lasted this long with this dude.
That's what she said.
Did you guys do the middle gen in the main building?
I'm doing it right now.
All right, I'm running out of pallets. I'm running out of pallets.
Come on,
all right.
I'm never able to loop a killer this long. Or no, a clown this long.
He must be a baby, because I don't know how this is lasting this long. All right. Yep, he's coming right back.
Okay, it's funny. The only thing I notice is maybe when the music changes, it cuts abruptly.
Run,
maybe make those cuts a little smoother.
In the middle? You guys got that?
Like how the music just stopped right there and maybe faded out, or it's not that big of a deal, honestly.
You guys got that generator done yet? In the middle?
I'm working on it.
I can't believe I've lasted this long with this dude.
That's what she said.
Did you guys do the middle gen in the main building?
I'm doing it right now.
All right, I'm running out of pallets. I'm running out of pallets.
Come on,
all right.
I'm never able to loop a killer this long. Or no, a clown this long.
He must be a baby, because I don't know how this is lasting this long. All right.
All right, so after he downs me, how long is this? Oh, this is 59 seconds. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say it could possibly loop a little better. Like after it shows him down me, maybe show just for a second him throw me on a hook. And then it cuts back to this clip where I'm unhooking her. And it might look a little more fluid. So like, you know, he downs me, puts me on a hook, but the very next clip is I'm unhooking somebody. And it just looks like someone got put on a hook, but now someone's getting taken off a hook. So maybe it would loop a little better. But other than that, that's a pretty good clip. I like the music and the effects. I might have, I would have probably cut it a little different. Like right here, it shows the clown after me.
I'm doing it right now.
All right, I'm
right there. And then so it shows the clown, and then the very next cut is like it shows me running this way, but the very next cut is right here.
All right,
and it's just me running. So it seems like you took like an interesting shot that shows the clown.
I'm doing it right now.
Right, and cut it prematurely into a clip that doesn't look that interesting. It's just me running. So maybe it could have shown that previous this clip a little longer to see what actually happens here instead of this clip. So you could leave the audio for this clip. You could leave that audio. but just extend.
Did you guys do the middle gen in the main building?
I'm doing it right.
But just extend this clip longer, while the audio stays the same. It should be probably showing more of that clip right about here, and then maybe up to like here, whatever, and all of a sudden it goes to this clip. Because this doesn't do anything right here. Like, it shows this clip, which is interesting.
I'm doing it right now.
That's interesting. It showed the clown throwing bottles at me out of loop. This right here is not that interesting. All it shows is a bird fly away. And then here's similar thing. I'm just running it.
Come on. No, I'm never able to loop a killer this long. Or no, a clown this long.
So once again, it's just a matter of sometimes shifting the picture to not be in the same spot as the audio, and get the best audio and then get the best picture for that audio. But I'm going to go on to the next. See, this one's mine. Now this one's a little longer, but let's just watch it and watch how it flows. I didn't really finish this one because I wanted to make it 1 minute, but it's 2 minutes.
Oops. My turn, my turn, my turn.
Okay, that's a mistake right there. Oh, great. Just spilled a drink. Hopefully there wasn't much in it. All right, this is a mistake right here. That logo should not be over the frame. So that's bad. That's just an error. So anyway, we won't watch mine because apparently it's not as smooth as it's supposed to be. File open recent project shorts. Why you should not have drinks on your computer desk. So this is a different project. These are my shorts. Did I? Oh no. Tell me I messed it up. Anyway, I'm not going to deal with it. Apparently I messed up that clip. But I'm going to go on to the next. Teabag. Let's see. Teabag or short. Let's see what this is. All right. Same things. Black frame in the front should not be there. Image size. Logo size. What I was going to say is when I pull in shorts here, when I pull in videos to make shorts, usually I put my image scale right here about 71%. So let's say I were to show this clip at its normal size. It's too big. So I don't shrink it all the way down. I don't shrink it all the way down to like, you know, where it fits perfectly. I usually put it at about like 71%. Maybe I'll put it at like 75. Let's see. What if I put it at 60 or 67, you know? So somewhere between like 67, 71. I usually go for about 71-ish, 75. That's generally where I have it, so that when I put my title over the top of it, it lands right there. And my image, if you notice, it does not really show, like if I had it smaller, see how it doesn't show the perks on the side? So let's say I were to have it at like 71-ish. It's a good spot. If I were to shift it this way, the perks are over there, the text is over there. But if I were to just have it centered at about 71 is usually a general go-to point for me when making shorts. Like I said, maybe for this particular clip, I want it to be full screen, in which case I would shift it this way. just for this shot, whatever. See how she's running and it's on the right. Maybe I'll move it this way. The thing is, I might have to mark keyframes. So as over here, I mark these keyframes, but back here, instead of having her cut off, I'd have her this way. And so now it creates a keyframe up here where the image actually shifts with the picture. And a keyframe is just marking a point. See right here, she's to the right too much. Maybe bring her to the left. And now all of a sudden, maybe a little too much to the left here. So bring her to the right. And all of a sudden, the keyframes are moving. Now it's too much to the right. So I'll move it back to the left.
What she calls it, the peasant garments? Peasant garments.
So too much to the left, so to the right. So assuming I wanted to have a close-up, now the close-up is perfectly centered because I'm literally putting points where I want it to shift. And you really, I don't know if you could see it, but let's say I were to play it like this. You should see, let me actually make this smaller. 25%, right? You'll see the picture actually shifting.
I'm not humbled.
The frame. Oh, you can't see it. You could watch it if I scroll through, right? You see the whole frame is shifting left and right with the keyframes. You can do the same thing with up and down. You could move it wherever you want. If I want it, for whatever reason, if I wanted it to zoom in on the perks, you know, I'd have to make it like that. And now all of a sudden, it zooms into the perks, you know? That's just an example. So I'm going to put this back to fit. Anyway. I don't know why I went off on that, but let's watch the rest of this. It says teabagger short.
Those are tea bags. These are tea bags. Good, you lay there. Here she is. What was all that teabagging earlier? Yeah.
Okay, that one might be possibly my favorite of all of them so far because I like the ending. It's interesting. It's like you want to see it, but it's actually cut off because maybe the gruesomeness of it. I might even show more of it and go black screen right when they connect a little more, like a little more frames.
Yeah.
This is the kind of clip that, like, when this happens, right here, boom, turns black, I might bring this TrollingProphet at YouTube front and center, big and in the middle of the screen. Like all of a sudden, this becomes emphasized when the black screen goes, something like that.
Yeah. Those are tea bags.
Other than that, this clip's
These
pretty
are tea
funny.
Bags. Good, you laid.
Maybe take out the little part where I'm like wheezing there, choking on myself, which I do a lot. Possibly with the laughs, maybe put some reverb on them and double them up. And so, just as an example here, right? I pull this in. And so where am I laughing? Right there. So maybe I cut this, and I just bring down these laughs and then like throw some reverb on them. And like I said, pick something like a large haul, maybe take off the bass, the low damp, roll the bass off the reverb, possibly take this and slow it down to like 80%, and all of a sudden I'm gonna have like this effect. Maybe I want to move it a little bit and then also put like an EQ on it. And if I EQ it, take out the lows and maybe pop up some of the upper mids, like around the 2K, 5K, something like that. And all of a sudden I'm going to have this effect. Maybe even slow it down a little more, like is 60%. Maybe I even want to duplicate it again, slow that one down to like 40%. And all of a sudden, you know, if I really want to get creative, I'll go to this one channel and go to the panner and pan it to the left, like 70 something percent. And then I'll go to this one and go to the panner and pan it to the right, like 70%. And all of a sudden you're going to hear these in the left ear and the right ear and the center, different speeds, different effects. Or maybe pull this over this way. Maybe bring this down to like back to like 75%, put this at like 65%. Whatever. So maybe throw more reverb on this, more mix, more size, more pre-delay. Maybe take this one and put some delay on it. Let's see. So it's just an effect that's there. You know, maybe I want to copy this effect, right? Where do I laugh? Again. Over here. Right there. Oh.
Yeah.
Actually sounds like he did put reverb on that. So maybe I want to pull this and copy this all over here. So now all of a sudden I got even more. Right? So I'm taking that effect and moving it over. Also might want to put crossfades on the end of these effects so that they fade out rather than just cut out.
Yeah.
Or maybe pull these over this way.
Yeah.
Maybe bring it to the end. Like placement, you know, you want to experiment with placement where it sounds the best, where the laughs kind of like intertwine with each other. Anyway, just stuff you can experiment with. All right, on to the next. Two more. What was this escape glitch? Let's see how long we've been going for. An hour and 23 minutes. I figured I'd be doing this for about an hour or two. All right, what was this escaping
What
glitch?
happened was on my screen, it showed me escape, but it also showed me like getting moried as I was escaping. It was the weirdest thing.
Okay, so that right there, it's pointless. Like this picture is pointless. There needs to be
Like,
something else
getting
here.
moried as I was escaping. It was the weirdest thing. Oh, Mikey, watch him run out like he's gonna be super. There he is. He's coming for it. Come get it, Mikey.
He's just standing out there like.
Oh, what? It actually did that. What? Are you looking at this?
No, it said you escaped.
Okay, so
It
that right
actually
there
did that. What? Are you looking at this?
No, it said.
looks pretty cool. Fine. I don't
What?
like how it
actually did that. What? Are you looking at this?
I don't like how it starts fading. to black, and then it just cuts right to this screen right here, right after it fades. See, the fade isn't even a complete fade. It's like fading to black, and before it even hits black, it just cuts to another screen. Like, that's not a smooth cut.
Yeah, but
This is pointless. Like this, like, what am I looking at here? There's no reason this should be on the screen.
No, that wasn't escape. Did you see
it
it?
says you escaped.
Yeah, but did you see the animation?
The audio's fine, but the
on my
picture
screen?
needs to change. It could be replaying that animation, right? If you really wanted to. Once again, let's see. So let's say I had this here, or it could be showing something else that happened, but, right? You could have this. So in order to fix this, let's see. I could take this, slow it down to like 40%, right? Now all of a sudden I could show this, and then I could, let's just say, take, let's just say, I don't know, for sake of replay, maybe desaturate it. I don't know. Don't have to, just an option, right? So now we watch it.
Oh, what? It actually did that. What? Are you looking at this?
No, it said you escaped.
Yeah, but did you see the animation? No, that wasn't escape. Did you see
No, it
it?
says you escaped.
Yeah, but did you see the animation on my screen?
No.
Anybody here?
You know, that's just an idea of something that you could do instead of just showing this screen. That's like makes no sense. Like, why do I want to look at this screen? You know, it's just something creative you could do that replays it in slow motion. You know, you don't have to desaturate it. That was just an idea.
What?
Different things you could do.
No, it said you escaped.
Yeah, but did you?
Right. So now, now I could take, let's see, assuming I wanted to continue on with this. No. Okay. Let's say,
Out there.
Like, you watch him run out like he's gonna be super. There he is.
all right. So supposing I had more video to work with here, but let's just say I put this at like 20%, right? That means all this is left over, right? So I could cut this off, bring it to the front, right? And so now you watch it like this. Actually, let me show you how it would repeat. All right.
Oh, what? It actually did that. What? Are you looking at this?
No, it said you escaped.
Yeah, but did you see the animation? No, that wasn't escape. Did you see
No, it
it?
says you escaped.
Yeah, but did you see the animation on my screen?
No.
What happened was, on my screen, it showed me escape, but it also showed me, like, getting moried as I was escaping. It was the weirdest thing. Come on, Mikey. Watch him run out like he's gonna be super. There he is. He's coming for it. Come get it, Mikey.
He's just standing out there like.
Oh, what? It actually did that. What? Are you looking at?
You see how it loops now? Now it's a little too long, this clip, but the whole idea is I eliminated that scoreboard screen that was just pointless to look at. I could put anything else there.
What?
Also could have well, I was going to say it. We can leave the talking, I guess. All right, whatever. It is what it is, but that's the idea behind what could have been done with that. The next one I think is it's the same clip, I think.
What'd you do?
want me to
No,
get
keep going. Stay on this. Stay on this.
He's on his way over here.
We gotta hide.
He found me.
Now
He's going for the slug.
he sees me.
Don't worry, you know what's gonna happen? I'm alive.
All right, you hide now.
He
He's there.
sees me. Oh, is there any pallets anywhere? I had like 35% progress on that gate. He's right on top of me, by the way. He's right on top of me.
All right, try to crawl towards maybe the gate that you had open.
He is right on top of me. Oh, he's mooring me. I'm dead. I am dead. Run, Prophet. Get the gate open. He's killing me in the process right now.
Shut up, Cheryl. You're so loud.
Oh, a little bit more than I thought there was done, but all right.
I put the light on the other gate so he would think I'm over there. You know you want this. Come get it, Mikey.
He's just standing out there like...
No, what? It actually did that. What? Are you looking at this?
All right, Prophet, do you want me to make a sacrifice?
Okay, so that's 59 seconds. Honestly, it's the same clip. I would probably just combine these two together. This one is 37 seconds. And plus, this is all repeat footage right here, so it's way less. So I would find a way to put these two together and make them all into one clip.
All right, Prophet, do you want me?
We gotta hide. Excuse me. Right now.
Top me, by the way. He's right. I had like 35% progress on that gate. He's right on top of me, by the way. He's right on top of me.
All right, try to crawl towards maybe the gate that you had open.
He is right.
So I hear some popping in the audio cuts that could have been faded.
Oh, he's mooring me. I'm dead. I am dead. Run, Prophet. Get the gate open. He's killing me in the process right now.
Shut up, Cheryl. You're so loud. Okay, so just an example. I'll just try to show, like, let's pull in both of these, right? And assuming we need it to be 1 minute, so let's put it in the front of the timeline. And it becomes 1 minute and 30, right? So, whoops. The more interesting one is, I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. The more interesting one is the second one. Okay. The more interesting one's the second one because it shows more action. But you do want to have some of this other
Prophet,
one, right?
So,
what'd you do? No, keep going. Stay on this. Stay on this.
He's on his way over here.
We gotta hide.
He found me.
Now
He's going for the slug.
he sees me.
Don't worry, you know what's gonna happen? I'm alive.
All right, you hide now. He's
Nope,
there.
He sees me. Oh, is there any pallets anywhere? I had like 35% progress on that gate. He's right on top of me, by the way. He's right on top of me.
All right, try to crawl towards maybe the gate that you had open.
He is right on top of me. Oh, he's mooring me. Right on top of
Okay,
me.
so right here, this could probably
He
be
is
cut
right on
out.
top of me. Oh,
The gate that you had open.
he's
Maybe
right on top
that.
of me.
All right, try to.
On that gate. He's right on top of me, by the way. He's right on top of me.
All right, try to crawl towards maybe the gate that you.
He is right on top of me. Oh, he's
Okay, so we could take
right on
this
top of me.
and bring this in
Got
like
me.
that, right? And even put this like
Top
that.
of me, by the way. He's right on top of me. Oh,
See how the effect now he's repeating himself so many times, but let's say we crossfade
he's
that
right
and
on top of me, by
crossfade
the way. He's
that.
right on top of me. Oh, he's mooring me.
See how it creates this cool effect of him
He's right on
repeating
top of me,
himself.
by the way. He's right on top of me. Oh, he's mooring me.
Okay, so the edit right here doesn't look the smoothest because of a cut and a cut, but that's because of where I cut it. So let's just say I bring this back a little
He's
bit,
right on
put
top of
that
me.
there.
Oh, he's mooring me.
Still. Okay, so it doesn't work either way because there's a double
He's
cut.
right on
But
top
let's
of
say
me.
here.
Oh, he's mooring me, by the way. He's right on top of me. Oh, he's mooring me.
Anyway, it's all right. But if I had the original video, I could do more with it. But okay, so what we did is we cut
I'm
out
dead.
some time
I am
there.
dead. Run, Prophet. Get the gate open. He's killing me in the process right now.
Shut up. Okay, this we can cut out right here.
in the process right now.
Shut up, Cheryl. You're so loud. Okay, we can cut here. Maybe pull this back. Crossfade this so we hear some of the gate right here. Bring this back here so it shows her opening the gate right here.
No.
Shut up, Cheryl. You're so loud.
Oh, a little bit more than I thought there was done, but alright.
I put the light.
Than I thought there was done. Oh.
Could probably cut off what he's saying here. And cut right here. I put the light on the gate, right? Loud. So here. I put the light on the other gate so he would think I'm over there. Loud. I put
On top of me, by the way.
Okay, so I put the light on the other gate. That whole thing
on the
right
other
there.
gate so he would think I'm over there.
You know.
5% progress on the
let's
gate.
see.
He's right on top of me, by the way. He's right on top of me. Oh, he's mooring me. I'm dead. I am dead. Run, Prophet. Get the gate open. He's killing me in the process right now.
Shut up, Cheryl. You're so loud.
I put the light on the other gate so
Maybe cut this back.
I put the light.
Well, it's hard for me to edit this because it's already edited, so there's cuts all over it. But I'm just trying to show the idea
the
of
light on the other gate. I put the light on the other gate so he would think I'm over there.
You know you want this. Come get it, Mikey.
He's just standing out there like...
No, what? It actually did that. What? Are you looking at this? What happened was on my screen, it showed me escape, but it also showed me like getting moried as I was escaping. It was the weirdest thing. Come on, Mikey, watch him run out escaping. It was the weirdest thing. Okay, so all this. Oh, what? It actually, are you looking at this? Oh, what? Are you looking at this? It actually did that. What? Are you looking at this? Right, so like all that can be cut out because it's repeat from there. Yeah, but did you see the animation? No, that wasn't escape. Did you see
No, it
it?
says you escaped.
Yeah, but did you see the animation on my screen?
No. You escaped.
Getting moried as I was escaping. It was the weirdest thing. So, once again, could show this with this speed, let's say 50%, right? Bring this down. If we really want to keep a minute, we could be like, yeah, but did you see the animation on my screen? So maybe we can cut out the image of the scoreboard and maybe keep this audio. And are we at a minute? We're a little over a minute, right? Did you see
No, it
it?
says you escaped.
Yeah, but did you see the animation on my screen? It was the weirdest thing. Did you see
No, it
it?
says you escaped.
Yeah, but did you? Anyway, we could cut out just a little more and squish it in to be under a minute, but I don't want to do that right now. I'm just trying to give an example, but let's say I wanted to end it right here. I would take this piece and put it in the front, right?
All right,
Right
Prophet,
here.
do you want me to make a sacrifice?
What'd you
or
do?
want me to
No,
get-
keep going. Stay on this. Stay on.
All right, Prophet,
Like
do you want me to
this.
make a sacrifice?
What'd you
or
do?
want me
No,
to get-
keep going. Stay on this. Stay on this.
He's on his way over here.
We gotta hide.
He's on his way.
So we could just cut this like that,
He's
right?
on his way over here. Way over here.
Right before the gen
He's on
gets
his way
done.
over here.
We gotta hide.
He found me.
Now
He's going for the slug.
he sees. So let's see how this actually loops. Right? I actually had more room if I took out the beginning, right? I just bought myself like 53, like 7 seconds or something if I wanted to. But just for sake of showing like how it could flow, this is how it could loop, right?
He's on his way
Watch.
over here.
We gotta hide.
He's on his
Actually,
way over here.
we wouldn't end it Probably like start the video maybe here. Okay, we gotta hide because that sounds like, okay, what, this is intense. So let's say,
Sounds way over here.
so let me cut that off and put this at the end of the video. And then move this all forward. Now we could start the video where the Mori, well, the failed Mori happens, but let's just see how this flows, right?
Hide.
He found me.
Now
He's going for the slug.
he sees me.
Don't worry, you know what's gonna happen? I'm alive.
All right, you hide now.
Okay, the other thing I do want to mention is all these
gotta
cuts
hide.
in the video, right?
He found me.
Now
He's going for the slug.
he
Cut,
sees me.
Don't worry,
Cut.
you know what's gonna happen? I'm
Cut.
alive.
All right, you hide now. He's
He
there.
sees me.
cut,
Oh,
cut. Once again, all those cuts don't have to be there. The video could be extended to where it only needs to be cut. You can leave the audio going like that, but the video doesn't have to be cut everywhere the audio is. But anyway, for sake of showing the example, let's just
gotta
watch how
hide.
this loops.
He found me.
Now
He's going for the slug.
he sees me.
Don't worry, you know what's gonna happen? I'm alive.
All right, you hide now. He's
He
there.
sees me. Oh, is there any pallets anywhere? I'd like.
Okay, that part right there, just another idea. I would probably do something like this, right? Since we're sitting here looking at nothing, right? I would probably cut this and then cut this, right? And so what I would do is this, like something like this, right? I would put a keyframe right about here-ish. And then over here, I would zoom in to that little aura. So we're looking at something, right?
You hide now. He's
He
there.
sees me. Oh, is there any pallets anywhere? I had like 35% progress on that gate. He's right on top of me, by the way. He's right on top of me. Oh, he's mooring me. I'm dead. I am dead. Run, Prophet. Get the gate open. He's killing me in the process right now.
Shut up, Cheryl. You're so loud. I put the light on the other gate so he would think I'm over there. You know you want this. Come get it, Mikey.
He's just standing out there like.
Oh, what? It actually did that. What? Are you looking at this? What happened was on my screen, it showed me escape, but it also showed me like getting moried as I was escaping. It was the weirdest thing.
He's on his way over here.
We gotta hide.
He found me.
Now
He's going for the slug.
Okay, so that was the loop. It looped way better, although I did notice a black flicker somewhere. Gotta watch out for those things. The loop looked fine. It's the black flicker right here that happens at the end of the video. Once again, this is all for example, right?
what happened?
Right there. And there's also a pop in the audio. So let's say you want to crossfade the audio. I also want to probably cut before. If you look here, the video starts fading out, right? So you see the video start to fade to dark. Seems like it starts to fade to dark. So before it starts fading, I don't like when a fade starts happening and then all of a sudden mid fade, there's a cut. So you probably want to take away the fade and start the cut sooner. So you don't see a fade. You know, that's like looking at, let me just show you. It's like looking at, okay, this clip is fading out. Right, it starts to fade out, but before it ever fades out, all of a sudden it cuts to a bright image. It doesn't look good. You want it to, you don't want that to happen. So in this case, now before it fades out, oh no, sorry, I messed it up. So before it fades out, we want to pull it back like this. Oh, I didn't give enough time to watch it. But
At this? What happened was on my screen.
Okay, so that's how you would fix that. Now over here, I have a gap too. I just noticed. But anyway, that's just from a bad cut. But okay, and now this cut too is another thing that I would question.
All right.
Because if you watch this cut, right? Most of the issues with this are
But
just
you would think
the
I'm over
cuts,
there.
I would guess. So.
You know you want this. Come get it, Mikey.
He's just standing out.
All right, so we see him coming, right? We see the killer coming. And if we go slowly, he's there, right? But all of a sudden, he's close. Like, what's the point of this cut? It doesn't make sense. You actually want to see him completely walking up. I think. I mean, maybe there's a reason for the cut. I'm not looking at the original footage, but to me, it doesn't make any sense why we're cutting from him. We want to see the suspense of him coming closer and closer and until he gets there. Like, I don't understand. Maybe he turned back and came again. I don't know what the reason is, but this cut doesn't make any sense to me. I want to see the suspense of him coming closer without a cut breaking that moment. So, anyway, let me check if it's the same in this clip.
Escape is coming.
No, see, this one doesn't cut there. This one keeps it
He's just
normal.
out there like,
I think. Yeah. See, that clip is better. So, you know, if that were the case, I would come back and grab that clip. Okay, I would grab this clip from the other one. Once again, I'm editing videos that are already edited, so that's why I'm limited with this whole thing. But so, like, right when he grabs, it's like right here. So I'd put this clip here instead.
he's killing me in the process right now.
Shut up, Cheryl. You're so loud.
I put the light on the other gate so he would think I'm over there.
Right, sorry, that doesn't go there.
The
But it
light on
goes
the
like
other
here.
gate so he would think I'm over there. You know you want this.
Right, so where it's being cut, it's just flickering from bad cuts on top of, like I said, I'm doing edits on top of edits, but anyway, this part should look smooth now.
Come get it, Mikey.
He's just
Actually, that doesn't look right because this clip is slowed down, but supposing it was 100%. And right here at the grab, right? So whatever. Now it should look
he's just
normal.
standing out there like,
Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I grabbed the wrong clip. Whatever. But you see the point. I'm working with edited clips, so it makes it very difficult to really edit on top of an edited clip because you can't really cut where you want to cut. But point is, one of those clips kept the Myers coming towards you, whereas the other one cut it for no reason. So this is the one that shows the actual full right here. Right?
alright.
And then the other one, for whatever reason,
Actually did
And out there. And out there like,
for whatever reason, makes a cut here. And I don't like that one. There's no reason it should cut right there. So the whole general thing here, aside from the layout of the video, like once again, this is that one, and then compared to mine, the layout of where, see how my screen is bigger, I'm including more of the picture. I don't have the perks. So that's, you know, one thing. Other thing is size of the logo. Mine's definitely big, but it's not as big as this. The audio fades so that things don't pop. Aside from those things, showing things that don't need to be there, like end screens, like that, especially when they're not proportioned. But the main gist of everything is the smoothness, or the main lesson to take away is the smoothness of every cut. Every cut should be like almost like it didn't happen. It should be so smooth that you don't really even notice it. You want people to watch these and be like, where did the video start and where did the video end? You want them to be halfway through watching it the second time because it looped without even realizing that it looped. if possible. So let me just try to see, for instance, what is this one? Kate's best outfit, right? Okay, so maybe I'll try to cut. See, all this editing. Did I just do all this editing? No. Yeah, I guess I did. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to try to cut this one, Kate's best outfit, right? So I'm going to put it in the front. And I'm going to leave on this. I'm just going to try to do an edit. Right? I'm not going to put the title on top of it yet because I want to be able to cut. But let's just watch what we have here, right?
Oh, the gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me.
Okay, so right off the bat, I have some wasted time here, right? All right, I'm going to start right where I pop the gen. So cut off this. So right when the gen pops. Okay, now we're going to cut to where he says going to the one who's on the gen. Okay, going to the gen that popped. So cut that out.
Oh, the gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me.
Going to the gen that popped. Have fun. Probably cut some of this out. No, maybe. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we can... I don't know. Let's see if we can cut this out, right? Actually, let's cut on the... let's cut on the words first. Try to take out
I'm
words.
just gonna hide in a bush and see if this works.
Okay, see, obviously that cut doesn't work. But what does work is...
Found me. I'm just gonna hide in.
Right? Cutting this out and moving this over here.
Oh, the gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me.
Actually, I'd probably pull this right about here and that out.
Oh, the gen that popped. Have fun.
Be careful because I want the cut to look smooth. So maybe bring that there.
Yeah.
Okay, you see how on the cut, I'm facing forward, and then on this next cut, I want to be facing, if possible, facing forward. So maybe even back further. Let's see. No, I'm not facing forward in any of these spots. It doesn't have to be forward, but it should be the way right there. That's kind of forwardish. Should be the same way so the cut looks smooth.
Popped.
Not 100%. But also I want to watch for sudden movements.
Popped.
So how she just jukes right there. So maybe back over here. Let's see.
Oh, the gen that popped.
All right, maybe I want to cut out even more of this, right? Let's cut out more of this.
Oh, the gen that popped.
And now we want to crossfade this.
Oh, the gen that popped. Oh,
Alright.
the gen that popped. Have Oh, the gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me. I'm just gonna hide in a bush and see.
Crossfade this. That's okay for now. I'm being very picky, but this looks
Oh, the
fine.
gen that popped.
I might want to do it more like right when she turns here. Let's cut right there.
Oh, the gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me. I'm just gonna hide in a bush and see if this works. You just walk right past me. Okay, so for this section, let me just see if it actually shows him. If I were to stretch this out bigger, do we see him? Yeah, we kind of do. All right, so instead of doing that, I might want to cut. Right, so I might want to do this. Okay, I might want to take this clip and actually, let's see how this looks. Zoom in.
Popped. Have fun.
Yeah. Right, so it should probably be over this way, right? But this is one of those ones where I might want to keyframe it, right? So if I start off with her in the center and I put keyframes, right? And as I go this way, she goes to the right, I'm going to have to move to the left, right? It left another keyframe. So I get in a bush, right? Maybe come a little bit to the right, okay. So I'm in the bush, right? So now he probably want to put a keyframe here. And then as he comes by, let's see if we can see him. I'll do that. Right here, do we see him? Yeah, we kind of see him, right? So we move this way. And as he goes that way, right there, as he goes out of frame. So let's see how that looks.
The gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me. I'm just gonna hide in a bush and see if this works. He just walked right past me. He walked right past me. See, I'm telling you, it's these outfits. See the humble Kate outfit that Tiny Demon makes fun of? I literally just hid it. So I can cut out these words right here. Or not words, dead space.
Outfit
right?
that Tiny Demon makes fun of.
Put a crossfade in the audio, obviously, to take away the cuts. The crossfades you can actually adjust. Like, let's say you go and edit preferences, general, video transition, audio transition, maybe put it at like 0.25, it's like a quarter of a second, right? So that when you do an automatic crossfade, it just goes for that very short time.
That Tiny Demon makes fun of.
Now, also, there's a cut here, right? So we want to be aware that there's a cut right there because it kind of
Tiny Demon
flickers.
makes fun of. I literally just hid in a bush, and he walked right past me.
No, I'm not humble though.
All right, so I can cut out here and here in this dead spot where I said I literally hid in a bush, space, and he walked right past me.
And he walked right past.
So I can cut out that, right? Bring this in closer. And now there's a cut here and a cut here. So because there's a cut here, once again, I can make this clip be like zoomed in, right? So all of a sudden it zooms back to me in a bush.
Tiny Demon makes fun of. I literally just hid in a bush and he walked right past me.
No, I'm not humble though, so I don't.
Right. So now, all right, I'll keep on going. We're at 20
no,
seconds.
I'm not humble though, so I don't know what humility is.
We can leave him saying that.
The peasant garments.
Peasant garments.
I call it. I call it the obedient house. I call it.
So I can take off where I say I call it because no point repeating myself. I can put this part. What'd she call it? The peasant garment.
What she called it? The peasant garments. Garments. Yes. Peasant garments. Garments.
Yes. Peasant garments.
I call.
Or I could just leave it where he says peasant garments. Cut all that out.
I don't know what humility is. Peasant garments.
Right past me.
No, I'm not humble though, so I don't know what humility is. Peasant garments.
I call it the obedient housewife cosmetic.
Actually, we could just take out peasant garments, pointless, and we could just put obedient housewife. Cosmetic. Cut here. Cut that. Because of when I was editing, these are no longer
grouped and being cut together. So I want to highlight them, right click and link. Sorry, they weren't linked anymore.
Come on, dude. Oh, we almost got you. Come on, dude. Oh.
Medic.
Come on, dude. Oh, we almost got you. What's he doing? Oh, he doesn't want me. Okay, well, I'll just heal myself then. What's he doing? Oh, he got you.
All right, so I can probably cut. Dude. Let's do.
Come on, dude.
Let me see if I want to keep this or not.
You. What's he doing? Oh, he doesn't want me. Okay, well, I'll just heal myself then. I'll just play with myself.
Look at this guy.
We're at 40 seconds.
Literally just, come on. This guy. Literally just.
I don't like the parts where I like taking breaths.
Literally just, come on.
What?
I'm telling you, it's the outfit, man.
So I might keep that part right there.
It's the outfit, man.
I love the outfit. What are you kidding me?
My outfit, it just makes me invisible.
Sexual desire in him?
No, my outfit just makes me invisible.
I'll just put that part.
My outfit just makes me invisible. I just hide in a bush.
I'm coming.
Maybe
and I'm
cut
literally
there.
part of the map.
Cut there.
And I'm literally part of the map.
Damn it, I tried to take the hit. You saw that. Didn't work.
Take all this out. It's irrelevant.
You tried.
All this is irrelevant.
He's such a sneaky little devil, isn't he? Come on, dude.
All this is irrelevant. I'm just sitting in a bush.
Come on, dude.
Maybe take the part where I get out of the bush. Maybe so I can loop the clip somehow. So maybe I just have the part where I come out of the bush. We'll see. I might need that.
Fuck.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, cut that out. Cut this out.
JDC.
This is pointless.
Gates are open.
So this is another clip right here. Or we just do this. We cut all this out and just skip to this bush. All of a sudden the bush turns green. Interesting.
Alright, I'm out.
It's another death slinger. Alright, so this is too long.
You see this?
So cut here maybe. Cut that out.
You see this?
Maybe cut that out because I said it twice. Take the one that's more clear.
What?
Big Show.
Are you just hiding right now?
We'll keep the laughing part.
Bush Kate.
I'm telling you, this Kate outfit's the best. You could hide anywhere and the killers just don't see you.
See, this I would not keep. The screen here.
Just like the other Death Slinger, I just hid in a bush. Just right in front of their face and they don't see you. I don't.
Yeah, Bush Kate.
Just right in front of their face and they don't see you. I don't. Right in front of their face and they don't see you. I don't get it. The other Death Slinger, I just hid in a bush. Just like the other Death Slinger, I just hid in a bush.
I can take this audio, right? I don't need this clip, the video. I can take this audio right here. So when the bush changes
just
colors,
like the other Death Slinger, I just hid in a bush.
Right, actually, I could
hide
take
anywhere. This Kate outfit's the best.
All right,
You could hide anywhere and the killers just don't see you.
All right, so I could pull in, I could grab this audio. And,
Bush,
Alright,
I'm
I'm
telling
out.
you, this Kate outfit's the best. You see this?
Are you just hiding right now?
Yeah, Bush Kate.
Hide anywhere and the killers just don't.
Well, I'll just heal myself then. I'll just. What's he doing? Oh, he doesn't want me. Okay. Well, I'll just heal
I
myself.
could bring this audio over here, maybe.
Right in front of their face and they don't see you. The other Death Slinger, this Kate outfit's the best.
Want me.
You could
Okay.
hide anywhere and the killers just don't see you.
I'll just play with myself.
All right, so I can move this audio and take this audio. So I want to keep the audio that's describing what's happening. And let's go back to the beginning.
I'm just gonna hide in a bush and see if this works. He just walked right past me. He walked right past me. See, I'm telling you, it's these outfits. See the humble Kate outfit that Tiny Demon makes fun of? I literally just hid in a bush and he walked right past me.
No, I'm not humble though, so I don't know what.
All right, so I'm going to crossfade all this stuff automatically. Control T on my settings. Once again, you can change your settings and your keyboard shortcuts and all that type of stuff, or preferences general. It's going to be your keyboard
Kate
shortcuts,
outfit
I guess.
that Tiny Demon makes fun of? I literally just hid in a bush and he walked right past me.
No, I'm not humble though, so I don't know what humility is.
I call it the obedient housewife cosmetic.
Come on, dude. Oh, we almost got you.
You could hide anywhere and
So maybe I'll take out this section,
Oh, we almost got.
or I'll bring this
Cosmetic.
down, and I'll have it to where it's overlapping
Cosmetic.
with the gunshot.
Oh,
About here,
cosmetic.
maybe.
we.
So we save ourselves some
Housewife.
time. And bring in the, where I say cosmetic, a little closer, crossfade that.
Housewife cosmetic.
Come on, dude.
We can cross fade where he says, come on, dude, so it's not
Cosmetic.
overlapping my voice. Right, cut it off to about here
Wife,
where the gunshot
cosmetic.
happens. Try to cut off dude to where it, and then maybe cross fade
Housewife
this out.
cosmetic.
Dude.
Right, so the gunshot we kind of hear. We want to keep the
Cosmetic.
gunshot.
Oh.
See, I cut out the word. I cut out when he said, come on, dude, and now we just have the
Cosmetic.
gunshot.
Oh, we almost got you.
You could hide anywhere and the killers just
Yeah,
don't
he doesn't
see
want
you.
me. Okay.
All right, so
We almost got you.
so I want to put my
Ooh.
audio
You could hide
here,
anywhere.
crossfaded, of course. Take
You could
out
hide
cuts.
anywhere and the killers just
No,
don't
he
see
doesn't
you.
want me. Okay.
All right, bring this in, crossfade
Right in
it
front of their
more.
face and
Show
they don't
myself
see
then.
you. I don't get
I'll
it.
just play with myself.
Look at this guy.
All right, I want to take out.
You could hide
on.
anywhere and the killers just
No,
don't
he
see
doesn't
you.
want me. Okay. Well, I'll just heal myself.
Right in front of their face and
play
they
with
don't
myself.
see you. I don't get it.
All right, so I'm gonna cover his
Right in front
audio
of their
here.
face and they don't see you. I don't get it.
All right, and then so I'm taking out the part where he says play with myself
You could
and
hide
this and
anywhere
that.
and
So
the killers just
No,
don't
he
see
doesn't
you.
want me. Okay. Well, I'll just heal
Right in
myself.
front of.
probably just replace all this audio here.
You could hide anywhere and the killers just don't see you. Right in front of their face and they don't see you.
Who's got you?
You could.
All right, so there, I can put this audio here, and I'm trying to take out their yapping and such, and just have the me narrating what's happening in the clip.
You could hide anywhere and the killers just don't see you. Right in front of their.
All right, so maybe even bring this over here so there's more talking. Cut out this piece. All right, let's see how that flows.
We almost got you.
You could hide anywhere and the killers just don't see you. Just right in front of their face and they don't see you. I don't get it. Look at this guy. I'm telling you, it's the outfit, man.
All right, so there's a video cut there. The audio's great. There's a video cut here. Let's see. Do we want the audio or the video cut? We probably just cut this one out and bring that way.
It's the outfit.
Maybe even bring this farther.
Look at this guy.
I kind of want to see him. So like right when he leaves screen, right? Wait, we see him on screen, right? We see him going that way. All right, right when he leaves screen, maybe we pull this back.
I don't see you. I don't get it. Look at this guy. I'm telling you, it's the outfit, man. My outfit just makes me invisible. I just hide in a bush, and I'm literally part of the map. Just like
okay, so
see you.
This one is where, since there's a cut that doesn't flow really smooth right here.
Look at.
It's okay, but what I want to do is probably what I did in the beginning, which is zoom in. And let's start at the beginning. Set a keyframe on both the scale and position. And as we go this way, we see the death slinger at the top. We see me going this way. Maybe want to slide this way. What's up here? No, never mind that. Right, and as we come this way, we go in the bush, right? And then the cut happens and we're at a wider angle. So you don't notice the cut anymore. Like it looks smooth because all of a sudden the frame changed, right? You're not going to notice the cuts as much. They're going to be
in front of their face and they don't see you. I don't get it. Look at this guy. I'm telling you, it's the outfit, man. My outfit just makes me invisible. I just hide in a bush, and I'm literally part of the map. Just like the other death slinger, I just hid in a bush. I'm telling you, this Kate outfit's the best. Do you see this?
Are you just hiding right now?
Yeah, Bush Kate.
all right, good. So there is this one cut right here, which I could probably just get rid of that and pull this out.
Do you see this?
Are you just hiding?
Kate outfit's the best. Do you see this?
Are you just hiding right now?
Let me see if I ever run out. Yeah, there I run out. So maybe I want to move this. I got to be careful. If I try to drag this, it's going to drag everything. So I'm going to hold Alt and drag it here. Delete this end piece. Drag this back.
Do you see this?
Are you just hiding right now?
Yeah, Bush Kate.
All right, maybe I want to even bring it. No, I can't go much farther because of the way that I edited the previous clip. But let's say bring it here. And then this one, I could probably do the same thing as far as zooming in. So let's say I want to zoom in and then put a keyframe on both position and scale. Make sure I'm in the center. I am in the center. Center, center. I don't have to do anything, and then she runs off. She's pretty much in the center, right? Let's say that's kind of center, so we'll add 2 more keyframes. And as we go this way, we might want to pull to the left a little bit, right? And then this clip is actually over a minute. So we've gone too far. So let's see if what I can do to shorten this.
Do you see this?
All right, what I can do is I can do fits the best. I can pull this in to say, do you see this? Crossfade that.
Outfit's the best. Do you see this?
And then from right here, I can cut this. Just get the laughing. Pull it in more. Let's see, we're under a minute. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm gonna crossfade this audio, bring this audio or this visual in more.
Kate
Right,
outfits
to about
best.
here.
You see this?
Are you just hiding right now?
All right, now the last thing I want to do is put my title over the top, and I'm going to have to cut out. This is what I messed up on the other short, but I'm going to have to cut out where it's the full screen like this. We don't want the title over here. So we'll cut that out. We'll cut this one out. Any other spots where I made full screen, which is right here. Oh, sorry, I got to make sure I cut right on the line. And we'll cut this one out. So get rid of this one, and this one, right? So now the trolling prophet only comes when the clip is small, right? I'm going to Control S, save this. It's under 1 minute. It's not going to be a perfect loop because it's going to end with me on a gen. It's going to start with me on a gen. So it's not going to be a perfect loop. It can't always, not always going to be a perfect loop, but it'll flow so well that you probably won't really notice it. It's not like it's still going to flow. So let's see how it would look if it is looped. The loop. All right, let's just watch how it looks together.
The gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me. I'm just gonna hide in a bush and see if this works. He just walked right past me. He walked right past me. See, I'm telling you, it's these outfits. See the humble Kate outfit that Tiny Demon makes fun of? I literally just hid in a bush and he walked right past me.
No, I'm not humble though, so I don't know what humility is.
I call it the obedient housewife cosmetic.
Oh, we almost got you.
You could hide anywhere in the
Okay, hold on. I want to check one thing here. So
the
as I'm running
obedient
out,
housewife cosmetic.
all right, those cuts are probably unnecessary because it just shows me running. This one's okay because I came out of the bush, but this one running is pointless. So I should probably pull back this one where it has him, where it leads into him shooting the gun, right? In which case, where's my loop? My loop is right here, so let's cancel that. So we're just fixing an edit there. Let's say we loop it, drag it out, and check that again. So when she comes out of the bush,
I literally just hid in a bush and he walked right past me.
No, I'm not humble though, so I don't know what humility is.
I call it the obedient housewife cosmetic.
oh, once again, there's an edit that is missing, that is not flowing. So I come out of the bush. This running is. Wait, am I wrong? Oh, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm right. I come out of the bush, I run, and then it cuts to this clip. Oh, there's a cut within the video already. That's why. I get it. Once again, I'm editing a video that was already edited. I edited it previously, but when you're editing something that's already edited with cuts in it, you're gonna... Alright, this should work now. That's the danger of editing something that's already been edited. There are cuts within your video that you kind of... Now you have to work around.
Makes fun of, I literally just hid in a bush and he walked right past me.
No, I'm not humble though, so I don't know what humility is.
I call it the obedient housewife cosmetic.
Oh, we almost got you.
You could hide anywhere and the killers just don't see you. Just right in front of their face and they don't see you. I don't get it. Look at this guy. I'm telling you, it's the outfit, man. My outfit just makes me invisible. I just hide in a bush,
I'm coming.
and I'm literally part of the map. Just like the other Death Slinger, I just hid in a bush.
Right,
I'm telling you, this Kate outfit's the best. Do you see this?
Are you just hiding right now?
Yeah, Bush Kate.
The gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me. I'm just gonna hide in a bush.
Alright, that's it. That's the loop. it doesn't loop perfectly. That's fine. It just goes from this
Kate
clip
outfit's
back to the
best.
start.
You see this?
Are you just hiding right now?
Yeah, Bush Kate.
And that's fine. So where did it loop? It loops right here, right? So the video is under a minute. And everything is pretty entertaining. Everything has a purpose. The only time that things are just kind of sitting stagnant are when I'm hiding in the bush. But the whole purpose of the video is to show the bush tech of hiding in the bush, and it's suspenseful. And so I think it works to just sit there in the bush.
See
That's the
humble
purpose
Kate
of the
outfit
video.
that Tiny Demon makes fun of? I literally just hid in a bush and he walked right past me.
No, I'm not humble though, so I don't know what humility is.
I call it the obedient housewife cosmetic.
All right, it's good. So I'm going to set my bar up to the edge of the video, set my bar up to the beginning of the video, and once again, my first frame is not going to be black. It's going to be right there. And the only other thing I could do is, if I want to do this, could take this clip and I'm losing my voice. 2 hours of non-stop talking. So take this clip and move it to the end here, right? And what I could do is pull this out more and then end it right there. And so in other words, what we could do is move this clip in, show the working on the gen, I guess, and then this ends right here so that when it loops, it's a little more, it flows a little more. But let's just look. Maybe I messed it up actually, but let's look.
Death Slinger, I just hid in a bush.
Right,
I'm telling you, this Kate outfit's the best. Do you see this?
Are you just hiding right now?
Yeah, Bush Kate.
The gen that popped. Have fun.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing, honestly. I didn't really change much. I added in a little bit of on the gen, which is probably not even that necessary. And if I want to actually make it, sell it a little more, I can take this audio, and the audio is going to be here. So if I want the sound of the gen repair,
Yeah, Bush.
right? So if I want, maybe I bring this over a little more, cut off some of the title, show her come out of the bush. Then we have more gen, right? And then we want to bring in the gen sounds to match. We might even want to just fade those in from earlier.
Yeah, Bush Kate.
Yep. See, and then it kind of tricks you into thinking like, why am I hearing gen sounds right here, generator repair sounds? But when the video cuts, all of a sudden, that's why you're hearing generator sounds. So the audio is coming in prior to the video. So you start hearing the generator right here, and you're like, why is there a generator? But then all of a sudden, we're here, and it makes sense. And this audio, where it ends, along with the video, is going to flow right back perfectly to where the video starts. So that's the loop. Even though it's not perfect, it is. Like, this part isn't perfect. Like, why is she coming out of a bush, but now she's on gen? Well, we're just going back to a different scene. The only thing missing here is actually the TrollingProphet logo to make it blend perfectly. So we just pull that over and add it on. And this should, I don't know why we have in and out points marked, but this should flow perfectly. So let's just take a look at the end of the clip itself and watch how it flows into the generator repair.
Yeah, Bush Kate.
And now you see him he's saying, yeah, Bush Kate, while this first clip is back on the first generator, it flows perfectly because when you start it off, he's not saying, yeah, Bush Kate in the beginning. It just shows the gen pop right from the start.
The gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah, he found me.
Right? But back in this clip at the end of it, he's like, yeah, Bush Kate, but it goes with the beginning of the clip.
Yeah, Bush Kate.
The gen that
Pop. That's where the video starts, at the pop of the gen. But see how it leads into it?
the gen that popped. Have fun.
Yeah. So people start to wonder, like, well, where did the video even start? Where did it end once it starts looping? And then they'll be into it more until they realize, oh, wait, I already saw this. I already saw this part. So even if you get them to watch a few extra seconds, right? So that's 159. And we just edited one as an example to show, see, all my audio is faded. We didn't do any crazy effects with reverbs or anything. I showed you examples of that. This video doesn't really need it. Sometimes I do the crazy reverb effects when there's a lot of action going on, a lot of voices overlaying and things in the background. I want to just create some kind of intense moment. So there's lots of sounds coming at you. Some are coming in the right ear, some in the left ear, some with reverb, some with delay, some equalized so that they're in the higher trebly areas with bass rolled off and they stand out and they pierce your ears a little bit or whatever. This clip didn't need any of that. This is more about hiding and being stealthy, so it doesn't really have crazy action in it. And with that, I'm going to Control E, export this, and just, I don't know, call it like Kate the Bush Ninja, you know, something like that for now. Hit enter. Cue it up. My settings, I mean, you should have your settings. For me, I'm doing, for shorts, I'm doing 1080 by 1920, which is the reverse of 1920 by 1080, which is your standard, well, your standard HD. I'm doing 60 frames per second. I did 1080 by 1920 so that it's vertical instead of horizontal. Once again, this preset, this scene would have to be set up before you started editing, honestly. And then when you export, you would have the same settings. That's not a tutorial about this anyway, but I'm just showing the settings of the export. 1080 by 1920, 60 FPS frames per second, square pixels 1.0 NTSC, profile high level 4.2, constant bitrate CBR, target bitrate megabits per second. I'm setting at 32, which is pretty good, solid, high. And with that, that's my preset. Audio AAC 48,000 hertz, stereo audio quality high, bitrate 320, which is the max you can do for MP3 audio. And those are my presets I have, and I'm just going to queue that up, which will send it to the media encoder. And it should actually export fast because it's a 1-minute clip. I'm going to export that. And with that, that's been on long enough. Like I said, I anticipated a good 2 hours. It's about 2 hours and 27 minutes. So if you stayed for any of that, I hope you learned something if you do video editing. Other than that, see you later. I'm probably going to play some games for a little bit. I do have to be somewhere tomorrow, but if anybody wants to actually play some games, I will load up and play a few. And otherwise, if nobody does want to play any games, I will do some killer games. And with that, we'll end this particular recording on how I edit YouTube Shorts. 2 hours and a 2.5 hours seminar on how it's done, baby. Have a wonderful day. Merry